Hello you, and welcome to part 2 of my journey to London to visit the Heart Hospital. This vlog features the rest of the journey, a tour around the hotel room, and a nasty surprise in the bedroom. Keep watching to find out what that was. If you haven't seen part 1, make sure to check that out first. Let's get to it. This train is for Grantham. Let's enjoy the ride.
Adore you, but don't get too proud. You're like my favorite snack. I won't say it out loud. I won't say you're perfect. We all know you're not. But hey, you're the best kind of way that I got. Your songs are in my head, it's on repeat. The awkward dance I do, but only on your street.
Looking up. Our next station is Grantham.
Hey, you're the best kind of weird that I got.
And we finally arrive in Grantham. Just enough time to get over the bridge to the next platform, ready for part 2 of the journey to London. These information boards are really great and fantastic because of their sign language. It really shows that they're trying to be inclusive, and these should definitely be present at more stations. It looks like someone's off on an adventure. Do you sometimes get overcome by anxiety when you get into the lift, thinking that right now you just can't cope with someone else getting in with you, hoping that the doors just please close? Well, luckily they did. Let me know if you ever struggle with lifts and anxiety, or even travel overall. How do you cope in those situations? Let me know in the comments. It was a really windy and chilly day. It was at this point I decided I really needed the toilet. Unfortunately, the main station toilets were closed, so I had to find the temporary Portaloo style toilets, which luckily overall were quite clean.
Welcome to London King's Cross, where we finish our journey today.
If you enjoyed your journey or have any comments, please let us know. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook, or visit lner.co.uk.
We're in now.
I always like to get off the train and find a little space to hide and sort myself out. Welcome to London. It's time to find the bus stop, and I hope it's operating today because it's a Sunday. Luckily the bus number I want is showing on the sign. Let's just have a little look back there. Seems like someone's really interested in what I'm holding on the end of my pole. I have to give it to him, it is an odd looking camera. Let's see where that bus is. This bus decides to pull out and cause a traffic jam, which went on for quite some time. Finally, my bus arrives. And I drop my umbrella in 3, 2, 1.
St. Bartholomew's Hospital.
Oh, thank you. I'd like to say a big thank you to that lady because you really saved me a massive headache trying to bend down and pick up my umbrella off the floor. I probably would have gone rather dizzy.
Thank you. God bless.
This lady had a rather large selection of plants, including this giant bush. I affectionately named her as Plant Lady. I hope everything grows well. And it's finally time to get off a rather juddery bus. Thank you. The hotel is literally around the corner from the bus stop, which is rather handy because the weather was horrible and I was exhausted and cold. You couldn't really get any closer without it stopping right outside. And I was so thankful on this dreary day. Check-in was smooth on these machines. And off I go to the room with a cheeky look at the vending machine, planning on my little late night snack.
Going up. Doors closing.
3, 3A. 3A. There we go. I never seem to get that lift to work first time. 40. Bit of a balancing act with a rather heavy door. Ooh, dark. Smells fresh. Let's get some lights on. I have to put my card in, I think. Oh. Hey. Ooh, and here is the Premier Inn room. Finally here, which is good because I'm freezing. Well, hello and welcome to Premier Inn Smithfield. We have finally made it. It was a very cold journey. I should have had a coat, but on the plus side, I had a seat on both trains and a seat on the bus as well. But as you've seen from the video on the bus, that's just taken me slightly round the corner from the hotel. Even if it was chucking it down, I really wouldn't have gotten that wet. But I haven't had a chance to eat anything yet since breakfast.
Oh, but with this long trip and this exhausting conversation, I'm famished.
Now I'm going to have my packed lunch that my partner kindly made for me. And I'm very much looking forward to that and a cup of tea. After I've eaten, I shall do the full room tour.
Look at my room.
Speaking about the kettle, here it is. Let's have a little check to see what it's like inside. It's pretty clean looking. We've got the normal teas and coffee selection that you get in the Premier Inn standard rooms. Some milk. I do have some tea bags packed from home, along with some nice dairy milk, which I'm looking forward to. Hello there to you. I do have a window in my room. Some of these in the hotel don't, or sometimes when they do have a window, then it's facing inside. Let's have a quick look at what the view is. It's an office block, which seems to have some work going on inside. It's not the most exciting view, but at least it will be quiet. Let's get that cup of tea made, shall we? Always feels a bit weird going into the bathroom to fill your kettle, but here we go anyway. Let's see if we can fill this up. Oh, a useless tap. That'll do for now. And now I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. Right, well, here's the packed lunchbox, of which I was supposed to open and eat at Grantham train station, but I think the train got in slightly late, so I didn't get the chance to. My wonderful partner made this for me. We have 2 packs of Quavers, some Nescafe. These coffees are actually a lucky dip because I bought 2 boxes, one of which is an unsweetened and decaf version, and the other was a box of caramel latte. And the packaging on both boxes inside is exactly the same, and the ingredients and everything is exactly the same. So I forgot which ones were which and mixed them all up.
How can you tell the difference?
So these might be caramel or they might be decaf. I'll have to try it later and see. Back to my lunchbox, I have, oh nice, some grapes, some tea bags, celebrations, some party rings, and of course, a ham sandwich. So I'm going to eat that now, and then we shall have a look round the room properly.
I can't wait.
I've had my wonderful packed lunch, which was very tasty. A nice ham sandwich. Probably the best ham sandwich that I've had in a long time because I was so very hungry. Now, oh, this is terrible lighting. Now we're going to do the little room tour of Premier Inn. I'm sure a lot of you have seen what a Premier Inn looks like already because you've stayed in one. But let's have a look anyway. We have the front door, obviously, and a nice little place to put your coat, umbrella and bag. A mirror, hello there, and a hairdryer. Little hanging space, which has some pillows up here as well, some spare ones. And then the main room, which is quite a nice, decent size. You've got the typical Premier Inn lighting above the bed, which I like. Decent sized TV and a desk with a chair and a nice little chair to sit in as well while you're watching the TV. You'll have to excuse the mess on the table because I just had my lunch, which I really enjoyed. Oh, and a little update on the coffees. When I said we weren't sure which ones were which, my partner's just told me that written on the back, it does actually say caramel there. And this one, I've got a selection. This one says decaf for unsweetened. So we do actually know which one's which.
What a relief to us all.
I closed the curtains just to make it a bit more homely. Please excuse my big shoes on the floor. There's a little bin under there, and then we go around to the bed and the headboard. The headboard is quite nice because it's actually got some plug sockets here, which you don't always get in the Premier Inn, and you definitely don't seem to get in a travel lodge. I've had to bring an extension lead before for my CPAP mask to help me breathe at night. So let's have a quick look at the bed and see what that's like. First thing I notice is actually there is quite a few hairs on the bed there. There's one there, and there's another one on the pillow. A few little bits on the pillow. Let's have a look at the underside. Ooh, look at that. Quite another large hair there. What's this other pillowcase like? It looks fine. Ooh, there's a stain there. I don't know if that's blood on the pillow. I'll have to take that out and have a look. That's not very nice, is it? Let's have a look at the rest of the bedding. I think the rest of it seems like it's all right. It's a bit hard to do when the camera's in my hand, but I'm going to put that down and have a look. And also, we do have a mattress protector on here, which is good. And if we just have a quick look in the little creases and things, just to make sure there isn't any nasties hiding. I've just taken the cover off the pillowcase, and just as I thought, there is a blood stain on the pillow. Well, it's on the pillow protector, so not the pillow itself, but it is on there and it's very obvious as well. I think this one should really be chucked away. I'm going to mention it to the reception staff. It's not really a matter of urgency because I just won't use that pillow. There are others already up here, so I'll just use one of those. Okay, well, that's the bed looked into. I did check the other pillows in the holder up there and they're fine, so I'm going to use those instead. I do like to sit up and watch TV, so I put them like this. Moving on, let's have a quick look at the chair. It all seems all right, no really horrible looking stains on it or anything. Just having a look up here and you can see that it's a little bit dusty. It could do with a bit of a wipe up there. And one thing I was surprised at seeing is this. It's the control for the aircon unit, which is up here. And I was surprised because it's actually only advertised to have air conditioning in the premium Premier rooms that you have to pay more for. So I've always gone for those rooms before, but right now I've gone for a standard room. It actually has got the aircon in it, so that was a nice surprise, and I've definitely been using it because it gets really stuffy without it on. Right here is actually missing part of the wall, and it goes to the metal frame on the corner, and that's probably because someone's knocked it, which is unfortunate. On we go into the bathroom, and I was quite nicely surprised at the look of the shower. It's an actual proper shower cubicle rather than a bath and a curtain. Looking at the sink, seems pretty clean, and the toilet as well. I'm very glad I brought my own toilet roll because I hate these things that you get. They're just thin and they're useless. And there's me in quite a well-polished mirror. You have the standard Bellis and Harding soaps in the bathroom, which you find in Premier Inn. You also have shower gel. Everything seems to be quite clean. Let's have a quick look at the shower head itself. Hose is quite bent there. The shower head has got some limescale on, some hairs. It could do with a bit more of a clean, I think. You've got your compulsory caution hot water sign. Let's hope that it is nice and hot. And I shouldn't have held the camera underneath because it's just been dripped on. Overall, I'd say it looks pretty clean. One person I follow on YouTube would always say, how many people can you get in the shower? Well, 4 smaller people probably, but 2 of me, I think. And there you have it, that's the room tour. It looks pretty clean to me, apart from the marks on the pillows and a few hairs in the bed, but that happens, doesn't it, over time, and they have to do so many rooms. So right now my plans are just to chill and relax on the bed, watching TV for a little bit. I'm going to see what times the restaurant is open till and when breakfast starts tomorrow, and I might go down there for something to eat. And if I do go down for something to eat, I shall be sure to take you along with me so you can have a little look at what I order. And that's the end for part 2 of the vlog. I didn't want to stretch it out for too long, so there is a part 3, and in part 3 you can see my visit to the Premier Inn restaurant, watch me lock myself out the room, my trip to the hospital the next day, and then my return journey home and a little cheeky treat to the first class lounge, which I've never been to before. See you in part 3. Tatty bye.